in my practice, I often see and hear women, that tell me that, they want their partner to be more connected to them and, to have that passion and, just for a man to look at them like they are just the most beautiful woman on, on the planet. But what they often have a difficult time doing and what they don't understand is that you want to be able to kind of activate, that desire in a man. And in order to activate a desire, that sort of desire in a man is to be firm in your boundaries. And, often the reason that men that are more in their feminine energy are attracted to women in their masculine energy is because, women in their masculine energy tend to give this sort of tension, that saying where men love bitches. Well, that comes from that saying, right? Because women that are more in their masculine energy, and I don't mean good, I don't mean healthy masculine energy. A lot of these women are very controlling and manipulative, and so we need to distinguish what healthy masculinity and what, unhealthy masculinity is. But in those dynamic and in those relationships, both partners are, essentially unhealthy in their energies, but the feminine man will be attracted to that, because there's that tension. And so a man in his masculine energy will also initially be attracted to that sort of woman because there's some sort of challenge that she presents. What ends up happening in those dynamics, though, is that there's not enough attraction. So the masculine partner, the healthy masculine partner, the healthy masculine man, is not able to maintain that attraction for the woman because the woman, there's not enough polarity, existing. And so, what can women do that are more in their feminine energy and, want to attract a masculine partner? Well, activate his negative emotions sometimes and don't be afraid of that. So, and again, like there's so much to this. So I don't mean, activate his negative emotions all the time, to get sort of a rise out of him, because if you do this all the time, he's not going to also be attracted to that and he's going to pull away. But when there are moments of, when things are going well, and as a woman, and as a feminine woman, you're going to want, attention from him and you're going to want that connection. And, when you're not feeling satisfied with something, be okay to communicate that. Be okay to communicate that and allow him to experience his negative emotions. So, women are often so scared of, a man's negative emotion, and so they please him. There's all these, they try to please him, and they do these things so that he doesn't get so upset, and they're worried about pissing him off and him pulling away. And one of the keys of attraction is allowing him to be upset and noticing if he's getting upset, because a man that is generally in his masculine energy, his healthy core masculine energy, he's not going to want his partner to be dissatisfied or unhappy. Like, the number one thing is that he's going to want to make you happy and to make you feel good. And, you want to see, when you deliver a complaint, right? When you deliver a complaint to him, you want to see what his reaction is going to be. And you want to see, is he getting upset? And if he's getting upset, let him be upset. Let him experience that emotion. You don't need to console him and, mother him. And I'm also not telling you to emasculate him, right? So unhealthy masculine women, they emasculate their partner, right? And that's why these women tend to be with more feminine men, because masculine men, if there's any sort of emasculation, are not going to be turned on by the woman. Feminine men will be, but masculine men won't be. So, stating your boundary or stating a complaint, and doing that, if it's coming from the heart, I recommend do that. You want to see where a man's at. You want to see where his heart's at. Don't, withhold your complaints. Allow him to know how you feel and state that, and then wait to see his reaction. It depends on the level of masculinity a man has, and how close you are, to kind of ascertain his what his reaction and response is going to be. You know, my partner is super masculine, so as soon as I state a complaint about anything, he goes into like, first of all, he's not happy because I mean, he loves me and he wants to make me happy, which is the response you want to see. But it also activates his instinct to do better for me, right? And because he's very masculine, you know, it is going to activate that, so long as I'm not, you know, emasculating him or anything like that. And you know, I have so much respect for him, so that's like not even in me to do. And that is kind of how you can assess whether this man is, you know, in love with you and he's invested in you. So women that do state a complaint, and I want you to notice this, and I've experienced this with a lot of my clients, where, you know, a man is not showing up and a man is, you know, distant and he's not calling, he's essentially kind of checked out, right? And she'll state a complaint and nothing really happens. So there's no negative feeling and no negative response that is being triggered in him. And so if there's no negative feeling being triggered in him and he's okay with you being dissatisfied, this man is not into you. And I recommend, don't waste your time and don't try to make a man that doesn't want you, because you will not, you will be miserable and you won't be happy. And if you're in your late 30s, if you're in your 40s, if you're in your 50s, and what you want is marriage, you want to be with a man that is, you know, is extremely attracted to you. Because if a man is extremely attracted to you, and I don't mean physically, I mean emotionally, if he's extremely attracted to you, he will do whatever it takes to, you know, provide, protect, and, you know, make you feel like a woman. And so what I commonly see with women is, and when I work with them and I coach with them, is, I mean, I'm doing a lot of inner work to get you to a point where you're not attracted to a man that's not giving you attention, right? If we are, as women, we're gonna have complaints. It's normal. It's the way our brain works. You know, we're gonna have complaints. You want to be with a man that wants to meet your needs, right? And if we are with a man that, if we state a complaint, he is not doing his darndest to meet that need and to meet that complaint and to fix it, he's not masculine. And he's probably not feminine either, because a feminine man is going to want to appease his woman, right? Like, feminine men are all about people pleasing. And so they will, you know, even if they're emasculated, they're the yes man, right? Like, they will do it because they don't want to deal with a woman's negative reactions. And so with a man that is masculine, if you're in a relationship with him and, you know, if he has pulled away, or he's not stepping up, address your complaint, and, you know, be aware that yes, he's going to be upset, he's not going to like it, and welcome that emotion, right? So welcome it. You know, if he's upset, it means that he has desire for you, he has strong feelings for you, he's attracted to you, and you want that, right? When you notice those negative emotions in him, you know, allow that to be enough for you to know that, okay, this man is interested in me. And, you know, he should follow up with, I don't want you to be upset. You know, it bothers me that you're upset. And when you see that, you know that you're with the right partner. Because if a man doesn't say those things and he's nonchalant and he really doesn't care, or he pulls away, or he's not moving forward at all once you state a complaint, or even if he breadcrumbs you, right? So, you know, I've had clients where, you know, they're long distance and a man will call here or there, and, you know, the woman will make excuses for him, like he's running his business, he's doing this, he's doing that. I can tell you that it doesn't matter what a man's going through, it doesn't matter how busy they are, it doesn't matter if he's extremely emotionally attracted to you, and it is physical beauty is just one component, but if he's emotionally attracted to you, he's gonna do whatever he can to be with you because it feels good to him. And so if we're making excuses for a man that's breadcrumbing us, if you're making excuses for him, don't expect him to sort of step up for you and fight for you, because you're not even fighting for yourself, right? And so, I invite you to, if you're with a partner and, your needs aren't getting met, and of course, this comes back down to a woman already being happy and satisfied with her life. If you're generally not satisfied in your life, and you have a grumpy face on all the time and you're just miserable, if you just address a complaint to him, his reaction is going to be, okay, here we go again, right? So there's many components that go to this, but for this video, I want you to know that if you are addressing a complaint and he is getting upset, that means that he has desire and attraction for you, and you should be happy about that. If this is a man that you want, a lifelong connection with, don't be afraid of the tension. Don't be afraid of the gap. Don't be afraid of, him being upset that you've addressed a complaint to him, because if he wasn't getting upset, he's just not that into you.